Hi friends, this is your Squadron Jayasimha, and today we are going to talk about money. Some of you are perplexed, confused as to why Jayasimha sir today is talking about money. And anyone who talks about money, he looks to you as a selfish guy, as a bad guy. But that is not the truth. The reason is, the goal of every goal is money. The goal of every goal. You are a student. You are going to school. Do you love studying? No. Your mother sends you to school telling you that you require to get a certificate. You ask why, ma? If you get certificate, you will get admission into university. Why university? She will tell you, university will give you one degree. With that, you will get a job. Why job? If you do job, you get money. Why money? Because when you get married, when you have a family, you have some expenses to take care. You have to fill petrol in the bike. You have to recharge your mobile. You have to buy provisions. And you have to pay your house rent. And when you have kids, you have to take care of their school, college expenditure. That means to make a living, money is required. Right? And for that only, you go to school and college. I'm talking to you. I do training. Sometimes I go on YouTube and make videos. For what? Because I want to make some money. Somebody is into a business. For what? He wants to make some money. Somebody is acting in a films. For what? He wants to make money. So that means whatever may be your goal, the goal of every goal is to make money. This is the bottom line. That's it. You may tell anything. I want to be happy. I have a passion. I want to do this. This is the mission of my life. Whatever you say, bottom line is money, right? And why is money really important? That's a question. Is it really important? You ask your mom. She has made a beautiful dish. She forgot to add salt. Will you be able to eat it? No. All ingredients one side. Salt is the most important one. Without it, you can't even eat it. Similarly, in human body, if there is no blood, can we survive? No. That means the way blood is important for my body, the way the salt is very important for a dish, money is very important for life. Money is very important for life. So without money, nothing will ever move. Why? Money is everything. Dhanam moolam idam jagat. Means what? Ek paisa hai na, this, look at this money. Okay? Look at this paisa. This money. Around this coin, the whole world is revolving. Whatever you want to become, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you are doing, finally, this little paisa. And for this, the whole world, all of us are running from morning to night. Whether you are a porter in the railway station, you are a clerk in the bank, you are a postman, you are a teacher, you are a politician, you are an actor, you are a cricket player. Maybe you are a celebrity, doesn't really matter. But finally, without money, you cannot survive. So money is everything. So without money, nothing moves. Nothing moves without money. So you have to first of all get into this thing that money is very vital ingredient for life. So anyone who has taken birth as a human being and he says, I don't need money. That means what? How are you getting the food? How are you getting your shirt and pant? How are you able to travel? How are you able to meet your medical expenses? You say, no, the government is paying. From where the government is paying? Because some people are making extra money that they are giving to the government, and government is in turn is funding you through different schemes, scholarships, incentives. That's it. Means somebody has to make money for you to sit and eat without any work. But if you want to live a life of dignity, money is one thing that you have to make it. Understand this basic thing. So money is everything. Without that, doesn't really work. And today, we're going to talk about how we can develop a millionaire mindset. Millionaire mindset. Many people say you do puja, Lakshmi Devi, money will come, right? And people say that you store money in the bank, automatically money will come. There are different concepts. I am not so expert on this, but I can tell you how millionaires will think, okay, if you want to do. But most of us have got what? Poor mindset. We are poor in our thinking. You have capability, but you are not able to do. Many people say, I am poor. You think you are a poor guy? You think so? Many people say, I don't have anything. You don't have anything? Let me give you one proposal. I'll give you 1 lakh rupees. Can you give me your right hand? You say, no. I'll give you 2 lakh rupees, 1 right hand and 1 left leg. Will you give me? You say, no. I'll give you 10 lakh rupees. You should give me your right hand, left leg. You should give me your kidney also. Can you give? I'll give you 1 crore. Can you give me your heart and lungs? You can't give. That means you have a human body which is invaluable. Understand? You have such a wonderful human body. You go to any hospital, ask them to grow 1 hair. The guy who is a bald, how much money he has to spend? To have eyes, having teeth, now having every cell in the body, all of them fitting together. And to make this machine to work, how much money you need to pay to any hospital? Think of that. And you have this living mechanism. That means what? If you think, I got 1 pen, okay? It is only 1,000 rupees. And if you give me 2,000 rupees, happily I'll give you. Why? I'm able to make a profit of 1,000 rupees. But imagine, my pen is costing me 1,000 rupees. You're asking me 500. Will I give you? I say, go man, I won't give you. That means I am having a human body. And you are offering me 100 crores, but I am not willing to give my eyes, I am not willing to give my teeth, I am not willing to give my heart, I am not willing to give my lungs or kidney or my hands or legs. That means I am telling you that my human body is more valuable than 100 crores. Having such a beautiful asset, are you able to make 1 crore rupees per year? Forget about 1 year. In your lifetime, are you able to make 1 crore? We are not able to make. That means, imagine, I've got 1 car and 1 lakh rupees. I can at least sell that car for 30,000 rupees, man. If I got a piece of land which is costing 1 crore, at least I can sell that to 50 lakh rupees, man. If that is the case, and you are telling that my human body, which is in working condition, is more valuable than 100, 200 crores. But having such an asset, you are not able to make a living. You can't take care of yourself. You can't earn 2 square meals a day. You can't take care of your mom. You can't take care of your dad. You can't take care of your wife. You are not able to feed your children, not able to pay their school fee, not able to pay your house rent. Problem is what? God is so generous, has given you such a beautiful asset. You are not able to make money using this asset. So problem is not with the God. Problem is not with the universe. Problem is not with the nature. Problem is in our thinking, in our mindset, right? We have got limited belief, and most of us have got this poor mindset. That's why we live and die in poverty. Understand this? And many people, the biggest mindset that they got is money is bad. Money is bad. I want to ask you, knife, is it good or bad? If you are a doctor, if you have a knife, you can cut and then you can do operation and you can save my life. I am a thief, and if I got a knife, I can kill and then I can finish you. That means knife, neither it is good nor it is bad. It depends upon who has got the knife. Matchstick, good or bad? A good person like you can lit fire, you can cook food and serve to thousands of people. A bad guy like me, he can burn the entire forest. So fire is okay, matchstick is okay. Who has got it? So money by itself, neither it is good nor it is bad. Its only thing is who has got that money. That is very important. But many people think that money is bad, money is bad. Now take out that thing from your brain that money is bad. Money is the most important thing and very, very good to have and to possess, first of all. Now, second mindset, people make money by wrong ways, only by cheating, by fraud, dacoit, theft, looting, telling lies, cheating banks, now cheating people, corruption, only we make money. Absolutely wrong. Do you think every man who made money is only wrong? You look into Indian history. You understand that good people are there in poor people and good people are there, rich people also. Taught us as such. right? You can see their history. Never they bribed anyone. They still made a lot of money. So there are so many people who are good and also rich people. So you don't have to do wrong ways to only to make money. So first and foremost thing is, take out this thing. All rich people are bad. Only through wrong ways only you make money. So you want to be a good guy, automatically you want to be a poor because you look good. Why? Any movie you see, Rajnikant, and you see driving an auto, poor guy, he lives in a hut. You can see any Indian movie. Hero in the slums. Hero, auto driver. Hero is a coolie. Hero is living in a slum. Rich people, the villain. Mansion, big palace. He has got 5-6 cars. He got 50-60 people. Now, it has been put into our mind ever since we are born that rich people supposed to be living in mahal, in a palace, in a mansion, big cars and lot of people and lot of money. And the good people supposed to be now living in the slums, in poverty. And you want to be the hero. So where you would like to live? You would like to live in the slums. So first and foremost thing is, take out that thing that even good people do live in mansions. They can live in palaces. Many people, by inventing different equipment, technology, starting different companies, doing good, a proper business model, they have made money. So it's not necessary that only by wrong ways only you can make money. Take out that. Many of us think that only wrong ways we make money, and you want to be a good guy, and that's the reason why you want to be a poor guy. Take out that first thing in your mind. Next thing is, to be happy, don't need money. Many people say, what you want to do? I want to be happy. And not to be happy, I don't need money. Right? Right? Yeah, to be happy, you don't need money, but money can make you happy. Understand this. Right? So, to be happy, you may not require money. So, but without money, you can never be happy. Right? You can never be happy. And every second, every moment, you keep comparing yourself with other guy. He is in a big car. I'm in a small little car. He has got double door fridge and I got a single door fridge. And his children are going to hi-fi school and my children going to the local school here. And that guy is living in an air-conditioned house and I'm living in a one-bedroom flat. Always you keep comparing and then you keep crying every second, every day. So that's the reason why I'm saying is money is required. Yes, money can't buy health. People say, but it can buy you bed. Money can't buy health. It can buy you medicine. Money can't buy you beauty, but it can buy you cosmetics. So money can do something, okay? Only people who can't make money. So they say, you don't need money to be happy. But let me tell you, money is certainly required to be happy. Certainly required to be happy, right? So this is very important aspect. And second thing is, now people, bitter grapes, okay? I don't need money. Bitter grapes. See, my father used to tell me a story when I was a kid. There was a fox. It was walking in a jungle. It saw one grape garden, very top, grape garden always at this height. So this fox jumped once, twice, thrice, and it tried to get those grapes. It couldn't. Then finally, as it was walking, so it started telling itself, no, those grapes are very bitter. I don't need it. That means anybody who says money is bad, only those people who can't make money, they only say money is bad. If you think you don't need money, if you think money is bad, at least to me, you prove that you can make 1 million, you can make 1 billion, you can make lakhs of rupees. There are so many people like us who cannot make money, who are not as intelligent as you are. And our body is not working as good as your body is working. So we are incapable people. We don't have proper education. We don't have proper employment. We come from such rural areas where there are no business opportunities. So many people are there. So you at least prove to us that yes, I can make this money. I have made this money. Now I don't need it. I want to give it to you. Then you have every right to tell that yes, money is bad. But without making money, without earning at least 10 lakh rupees per month, don't ever make a comment. Don't ever tell anyone that money is bad. No. Because you're not able to make, you're actually, telling yourself that money is bad. In that, you get a lot of sukoon, you get shanti. You say, money is bad, so I'm not making money. So you're trying to convince yourself. But the fact, heart of hearts, you know that actually the truth is you are not capable of making money. You are, satisfying your ego by telling that money is bad. This got bitter grapes. And empty plate can never feed other people. You say, I'm a good person. I want to help people. When can you help? When there's empty plate, the plate itself is empty. Can it feed other people? No. Only the full plate can feed. See, I'm not able to give you money because my pocket itself is empty. Imagine, I require 50,000 rupees to make a decent living. I'm able to make 1 lakh rupees. I got some extra. Then what I can do? I can give it in charity. I can donate to the Prime Minister Relief Fund. I can give it to some child who is not able to afford school fee. But if I myself not able to make 50,000 rupees to make a living, will I be able to donate money? I can't. Imagine here, I'm very hungry. I got little food. I'm about to eat. You ask and beg from me. Will I be able to give? I won't. Even if I give, lot of, regret that I myself hungry and this guy is begging from me. But imagine, my stomach is full. I got some surplus food. You ask me, happily, without any regret, I can part away with that food. Yes or no? That's the reason why I'm saying is, empty plates can never feed others. Empty plates can never feed others. Become a full plate. You have to earn more than your requirement. That's when you can pay your taxes. That's when you can pay your GST. That's when you will be able to contribute to a lot of NGOs, organizations. You can give it to different people who are not able to afford. That's when you can do. It comes out of surplusness. So you have to make money. Otherwise, it's just not possible, right? So many people have got this habit. Okay, to be happy, I don't need money. Money can't buy everything. Yeah, money cannot buy everything, yes. But it can buy many things. Understand this. You can do many things with money. You can do many things with money. Lot of things. Without money, you can do nothing. But with money, you can do many, many things. So that's the reason you have to change your mindset from hating money to falling in love with money. Imagine, I don't like you. I hate you. I never want to come closer to you. But imagine if I love you, I would like to come close to you, I would like to hug you. Similarly, when I don't like money, I'm staying away from money, and money also stays away from me. But when I fall in love with money, I'm going to hug money, money will come and stay in your pocket. Understand this? So you have to fall in love with money. And then most important thing is, listen, very important statement I'm making. If you are poor, you are a criminal. That means if you are a good person and you have every right to be rich, okay? And if you love your country, you need to become rich. Means many people say, I'm a good guy and I'm also a poor guy. If you are good and you are poor, you are actually a criminal. You are a traitor. Why? Very big statement I'm making. See, in any country, can the Prime Minister, can the RBI, can simply print money? No. There is a rule how you can print money depending upon your gold reserves. Means how much money should be there in a country, it is decided. So money, imagine 1 crore rupees money. And where is the money? Money is distributed amongst the citizens of the country. So money little is there in your pocket, little is there in my pocket, little is there in that guy's pocket. So imagine if I don't have money in my pocket, that means money is there in your pocket or in his pocket or in her pocket. Imagine you are a good guy and you don't have money, and I'm a bad guy, I have got all the money. Because money is limited in every country and money has to be there amongst all of us, 100 of us in the country. So 99 of you good people, you are poor, you don't have money. All that money is in my pocket. And I'm a bad guy. What I can do? I can put a bomb. You understand? For any terrorism, you want to buy gun, you want to make bomb, right? You want to go anywhere, you require money. So only way you can kill terrorism is make sure that they don't get funding, they don't get money, and their pockets remain empty. So neither they can make bombs, nor they can buy guns, nor they can enter into any terrorist organization. Not possible. That means when you have money, automatically you are actually killing terrorism. So if you say, I am good, I am a poor, indirectly, you are helping the bad guy to have all the money, and with his bad intentions, he can do so many bad things to the country. So the thing is, if you love your country, I don't know which part of the world that you are actually watching this video from. I don't know. But if you love your country, if you love your nation, and if you think that, yes, goodness, humanity should spread all over, what you should do? You have to make so much money should be there in your pocket. And you must make sure that all bad people are high and dry. They don't have 1 rupee. So automatically they die because they have got bad intentions, but they don't have resources to get into bad activity. So when you have money, you can put one bus shelter. You can have, right, roads. You can have schools. You can have hospitals. You can have orphanages. You can have old age homes. And you can fund so many government projects for technology. And that way, you are helping people, helping nation to grow. So understand one thing. So don't ever blame anybody, and don't ever from now tell me or tell anyone I am poor, I am good, but I am also nice guy. No. If you are a good guy, you have every right to be a rich. Only when you become rich with your good intentions, you can do so many good things to your country. Right? Very, very important aspect. Okay. And every relationship is only financial. Everything. I've seen my life enough. From a small little village to being the lowest rank in the Indian Air Force, becoming a squadron leader, from there a trainer. From here I went there, from there I went down, I go up and down. Life is all about fluctuation, go up and coming down. I've seen so many relations, man. Everything, okay, paisa. Right? If you have got money, if you come by a good car, if you, get down in a, for the flight, you have got your own, chartered airplane, people say, he's my friend. I know he can do it. I really love him. And he was there with me in my school. And we were sitting in the same bench. And when you're poor, even your own relatives will not pick up your call. Can you believe that? Your own relatives will not pick up your call. When you have money, everybody is a friend. Everybody is your acquaintance. And in every function, you will be the chief guest. Every television, you will be invited for a talk show because you have money. If you don't have money, your own family will desert you. Your own family. You're a retired guy, don't have money. You keep sitting in the house and ask 8 o'clock in the morning your wife, I want a cup of coffee. And she looks at you and in such a dirty way, Kaam dhanda nahi hai. Subah asking for a cup of tea. Can't you get up and make tea? What work are you doing? That means even if your wife doesn't even care. Right? Children, husband and wife, friends, colleagues, anything. Every relation is only financial. Everything. I do training, right? I say, I want India to become intellectual capital of the world. I want to promote memory, right? All that is fine, man. Finally, I'm doing it free of cost. Who will pay my house rent? Who will pay for my AC? Who will pay for my digital board? Who will pay for my guy, Abhilash, who is shooting this video? Who will pay money to Sunil, who is going to edit this video? Who is going to pay money to that guy who is going to post this on the YouTube? Who is going to pay? Are you going to come and pay? Right? So without money, how it will going to work? So when you are able to make money, everyone is your relative and friend. When you don't have money, no one cares. Understand this. Now this is the truth. Mother's milk, mother's love, only pure in this world. Rest everything is artificial. Rest everything is artificial. Everything is artificial. I've seen this life in my personal experience. Maybe there may be exceptions. I'm not telling there are no exceptions, but majority of the cases is all about money. So every relation is only about money. When you have money, every marriage, they'll invite you. Every function, they'll call you. When you don't have money, and when you get down from the bus, people will give such a look as if they were not seen only. And when you call, nobody will pick up, your mobile call only. Are you understanding this? So you have to make so much of money. This is the truth of life. Okay, this is the truth of life. Maybe I might be sounding a little harsh, but heart of hearts, that what I'm talking is the truth. It is, I'm talking the reality. This is the whole world that we are living in. So when this is the world, Don't you think that we have to make money? So why are you living in this false illusion? Why are you sitting in that paradise, sitting that I don't need money and I can make a living, I can make a life? Not possible. Understand this, okay? And most importantly, you get lot of confidence only when you are being able to have money. See, I am now trying to talk to you in the YouTube video. That guy, all right, my colleague Murthy, I need to pay 10,000 rupees. He's standing outside. He's telling Jayasimha sir, you finish your talk and I'm waiting outside. Will I be able to talk confidently? No. But imagine, I got some money. Look at this, all right? I got this money in my pocket, okay? Nothing else. Simple piece of paper, okay? I got this money in my pocket. Automatically, you know what? I open 2 buttons and walk like this, okay? I just open color and walk like this. Open the button. Everything is a fashion for you. You wear a dress, don't wear a dress. Everything is a fashion. And automatical confidence. So I understood one thing, that you read any motivational book, you listen to any speaker like me or any other speaker. Finally, without money, all that is totally waste. So it gives you immense confidence. The way you look into people's eyes, the way you talk, right? Everything will become so different, difficult, right? Difficult, totally different. When Bill Gates comes to India, for a Prime Minister down the line, everyone want to meet him. Why? He has got money. He's also got 2 hands, 2 legs like you and me. But he runs Microsoft, right? Richest man. When Mukesh Ambani goes, things will work. People are standing in line for an appointment. But you and I, you stand outside, nobody will give you appointment. That means when you have money, from president to prime minister to the chief minister, district magistrate, doesn't really matter. Everybody will be standing in line. If you don't have money, nobody cares. Understand this aspect. Automatically, it will make you more, okay, confident. And even God needs money. Many people, they say, spirituality in the name of religion. Are God, Tirupati, rich God, right? Now there will be some other God where there is no money only. God himself, money. Few years back, I didn't hear about this temple which is there in Trivandrum. Ananta Padmanabha Swami temple, I never heard. Suddenly somebody, brought out this news that under the temple where he was sleeping, there's so many rooms, and every room, lot of diamonds, pearls, rubies, and so much of gold is there. And we found suddenly richest God. And everyone, when they go to Kerala, they want to go to the temple. That means money can make even God famous and popular. How do you understand? You want to run one ashram, require money. Church, money. You want to run, okay, any one of your mosque, you require money. You want to run one orphanage, you require money. So everyone needs money. Anytime you go meet any person, finally when you fold your hands, right, they ask money. Money. Some people ask directly, some people don't ask. A person like me, wearing a shirt and pant, I ask, okay, I'm doing this study program. This program, memory course will cost you so much money. Speed reading course will cost so much money. People say, oh, this guy is selling some video courses, is making so much money. And suddenly I change my dress and I became a God man. Whichever the religion. And I teach you something from, some scriptures. And I won't ask money. And I'll put one little box there and people will come and put money there. How do you think all these people have become rich? Only because of what? Because of what? Money, man. Without money, nothing will work in this world, okay? Anything. The day money is taken out, you will not be able to take any philanthropical or social activities which are good for the whole world. You can't take up. So everybody needs money. When God needs money, what about you and I? Right? And let me tell you something. Okay. Rich are treated specially. Okay. Name, fame, status, link it to memory. So link it to money. See, when I used to go to temple, when I was a kid, I used to see one, board. Shriga Darshanam ticket. Okay. Special darshan. You need to pay money. So I used to ask my grandma, you are so religious. You are the biggest devotee. You should get first darshan. How come a guy who has got money is getting first darshan? She says he's able to afford. Means what? When you're able to, buy one crown, golden crown, right? You're able to donate lot of rupees. Automatically, now special darshan, right? Now this is the fact. Whether you agree, don't agree. When you don't have money, right? You go all the way from here to any place, right? You will not get darshan. But when you have money in a pocket, you're the last man to go, but you're the first person to get the darshan. Including the doors will be closed till you finish your darshan and come out. That is the truth. Okay. And it is the fact that you have to understand. And if you want to be important in this world, you want name, fame, status, success, you have to make money. So you and I have got every right to be rich. You have every right to be rich. And this whole world has got enough for all of us. See, the nature doesn't have enough for everyone's greed, but it has got enough for everyone's need. The problem is you go to a ocean. Some people go with a spoon. They get spoon full of water. You go with a glass full of water. You go with a mug, you get mug full of water. You go with a bucket full of water. You go with a drum full of water. You take one tanker, you get tanker full of water. You put one pipeline and you can keep on getting water non-stop 24/7. So the universe has got so much surplus for everyone's, okay? Everyone requirement is their need. It can meet. But people want to be greedy. See, the thing is, it's very, very easy for all of us to live a life of comfort. And today, most of us have got this life, but we don't have the dignity of life. You want to go to school and college. See, anyone who says in the country that I'm not able to make a living, I don't agree. So much of, opportunities, so many opportunities in this country. You can drive an auto. You can drive an Ola cab. You can work in the, Raitu Bazaar. You can work as a, construction worker. You can go and cut woods in the forest. You can give speeches. You can clean toilet, right? There's no dignity, right? Dignity of labor. You can do anything and you can make enough money to take care of yourself, your wife and 2 children. And if you think that, I cannot take care, when I am physically able and still not able to make money, then why do you think of getting married? So you want to get married, you want government to fund for your marriage. You produce children, you want government to give money for their education. You don't have a job because you didn't study and government has to give you unemployment scheme. You have fallen sick, government should take care of medical expenses. The question is, this money, government can't print. There are some people who are working morning till night, using their brains and bodies, developing teams, big companies, great strategies, and they are paying taxes. And this money is supposed to go for infrastructure, building hospitals, schools. That's how a country can grow. But most of us are not able to make a living. That's the reason why the government has to fund for these people. And that's the reason why the country is not growing. So ask only one question. I'm not saying that you should make enough. Ask only one thing, that am I able to take care of my own self, my own food? If I get married, can I take care of my wife? If and when I have children, can I take care of their living and their education? Can I afford one little, house? Can I buy a vehicle? What is it that I can do? If you can change that, automatically things will happen much different. So you have to change your mindset. The problem with most of us is, you always think, how can you save money? That's not going to help. Imagine, you get 20,000 rupees per month salary. So you make expenses at the end of the month, okay? House rent, petrol, mobile charging, school fee, buying rations, okay? Then that 500 rupees, okay? You need to go for 2 times to the hotel, 1 time for a movie, and then you need to buy one sari, and you need to take someone, visit someone's, marriage. There are few expenses, right? And that total expenses are coming 23,000. Your income is 20,000. What do? You can't cut down the school expenses, house rent, that guy will not keep quiet. Petrol you have to put, Mobile charging you have to do, rations you have to buy because nobody give you free. Then what will happen? You are actually trying to target your wife, whom you want to buy few flowers every day, 50 rupees. You want to sacrifice that. You want to go with your kids once in a while to the hotel. You forget that. You want to go once in a while for a tour in a year. You skip that. You want to go for a movie, you skip that. You want to visit someone's house, okay, for marriage, you skip that. And then what do? You cut down the expenditure, and then in the process, people who are not related to us, they demand money, we pay them. But people who are close to us, whom we love, we make them to sacrifice so that we can meet our budget. That's how a middle class man or woman, they live. My question is, change your mindset. The mindset of what? Okay. Millionaire. What mindset that you can do? Okay. The thing that you should do is totally, what is my income? 20,000. What is my expenditure per month? 23,000. So now ask this question. Now 3,000 rupees is what's deficiency. How can I make this money? Can I do some extra coaching? Can I do some extra accounting work? Can I do 1 hour extra? Right? Can I do some extra work? And how can I do? So the moment you ask this question, how can I make extra 3,000 rupees? How can I use my energy, my talent, and then my time? How can I put into use? Then you will sacrifice all those watching television and gossiping, and you'll be constantly using your time, and thereby your loved ones will benefit. Now this is the rich man's mindset. So don't ever live within the budget. First of all, you write down, if I have to live the way I want to live, as per the satisfaction of my wife and children, what is my expenditure? What am I getting right now? How can I fill this deficiency? What is it that I can do? You ask. Brain can give you answers. Brain is a beautiful gadget. It gives you answers basing on the kind of questions that you ask. You ask a stupid question, it gives stupid answer. You say, why am I stupid? Why am I not being successful? Brain will say, Jayasimha, you are lazy, you are indifferent, you sleep right till 8 o'clock in the morning, you don't focus on any work, you don't read. It gives you 1,000 reasons. Okay, you ask this question, how can I be better? Brain will tell, get up at morning 4 o'clock, right? Read a book, go to the gym, and then spend 1 hour here, and then learn something new from your boss. Brain will automatically give the right answers. The thing is, you have to ask the right questions. And let me tell you something. Being born as a poor is not your problem. Dying as a poor person is, okay, certainly yours. This is the statement of Bill Gates. Yes, there are some people in this world who are born with a silver spoon. Maybe Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani. Maybe some of them are born to rich parents. But everybody cannot do. They are born with a silver spoon. So, because we don't have the choice, who should be our mother, who should be our father, which country, which community, which religion, which region, and which kind of family we should be born in, that we don't have a choice. So being born as a poor is not our fault, but to die as a poor is the biggest fault, because whatever we are today, what I do today, what I say, what I write, whom I meet, how I use my time, now that will decide the choices that I'm going to make. The right investment of my time, energy, effort, and my knowledge, and my skill, my potential. That is going to make me a rich person. So Bill Gates beautifully said, being born as a poor is not your problem, but to die as a poor is certainly your problem. So anyone at the age of 60, 65 says, I'm a poor guy, certainly you never thought about becoming rich, nor you ever made use of time. So you don't be sitting in that background, keep judging me or judging people, or putting a little bit of branding to people who are rich people, that all illegal means only, fraud only, cheating only, corruption only, they make money. So I'm a good guy, so I'm living like this only. And anyway, to live life, what is there? 2 square meals a day. Why I require money? Right? You're only fooling yourself, not anyone else. So you have to make money. Very important aspect. Okay. Now you have to develop financial intelligence. Financial intelligence. And every time when you go to school, they teach you chemistry, physics, English, Tamil, Telugu, social, mathematics. Nobody is teaching about money. Nobody teaching about money. So we keep accumulating those degrees. But we don't have financial intelligence, including me. Most of us don't have any intelligence of finance. That's why even I made huge lot of money and then I lost the money because I didn't know how to invest, how to use that money. I never had an idea. And sometimes I regret. I look back and say, oh, this is what I've done a mistake, but there's no point. That's the reason why you have to develop financial intelligence. So ever since you have a small little kid, you teach them the importance of becoming rich, the importance of every rupee that that you are spending on this, how difficult it is to make this rupee, and what he or she need to do to make this ek paisa, how to make this rupee. You have to teach them. And if as a father, as a mother, you're not teaching children how they should be financially independent, how they should become financially wise, and they have developed this intelligence, you are actually doing a lot of harm to these people today. And you and I have every right to build better generations for the years to come. So that's the reason why you have developed a mindset of a millionaire. Mindset of millionaire. How do they think? What do they think? What do they do? There is a lot of things that we all need to learn. One thing is money is very, very vital for everyone. And for this, you say how to earn money. That's what you are interested. Jayasimha, right? I know I require money, but how to earn money? That's the biggest question. I still remember my maternal uncle once bought a car. I was very small. When we took that car from the showroom, I saw that 4 wheels had 4 tires. In the dicky, there was one extra tire. I said, why this extra tire? So that manager told me, beta, in case the tire gets punctured anytime you're driving, you can replace this stepney with the tire and then you can go. I said, thank you. And then my maternal uncle, I went to many places. 6 months later, one day, my aunt, my uncle, and 2 of their, my nephews, and I was going for a marriage, night 11:30. Suddenly, outskirts of the village, the tire got punctured. And my uncle stopped the car. We all got down. We know that tire is punctured. And we know that there is a stepney, we have to replace it. I asked my maternal uncle, can you change this? He said, no, I don't know how to change it. That means he knew, I knew that when the tire gets punctured, we have to replace that with the stepney. But how to put the jack, how to loosen those nuts, how to take out this punctured tire, how to replace this, how to fix the bolts again, we have not got trained. So we were stranded middle of the night. Guess, morning 3:30, one milk van was passing by and looking at all of us, the guy stopped. He said, what happened? Here. Why stopped this? I said, no, the car tire punctured. He said, don't you have a stepney? I said, yeah, we have. Then why don't you change? I said, that we also know. I don't know how to change. He smiled and stopped his truck and got down. In 10 minutes, he changed that stepney and then we all went off. That means you all will say, Jayasimha, whatever you said in this video, we all know money is very important, but then how to make money? Okay, how to become rich? You want to know? Even I'm also searching for that elusive thing, what can be done, and a system that can work for all of us. Okay, so I had been doing something that is working for me besides my training, my profession, which I really enjoy, but I also wanted to be financially free. I know when I don't worry about my day-to-day expenses, the way I talk, the way I smile, now, the way I spend time in the gym is totally different. But the moment money worry is there, at the end of the month, I need to pay my employee salaries. I have to pay my office bill. I have to pay for the Zoom. I have to pay for the internet. And I'm at home watching movie, but I'm not enjoying. I'm eating, but it's not getting into my body. I'm with my daughter, but I'm not smiling with her because there's something is worry. That means when you have money in a pocket, when you don't have to worry that how tomorrow is going to take care of itself, right? You don't have to worry at all. And a system that someone has introduced to me, and then I'm able to become a financially independent guy right now. Okay. And you say, Jayasimha sir, we want to know how we also can become rich. I really don't know whether you are a college going student or you are searching for a job, you are into business, already you're into employment, right? Or you're a trainer like me, you're a teacher, or you're into some profession. You want to know how you can make money through a system that you all can replicate. someone who told me, and then I've been using that method, and it is made me financially independent. And you can call me up on this number. You can contact me. 9866018989 is my number. I repeat, 9866018989. You can message me and I'll be able to help you. And this is my email ID, visionjay@gmail.com. And you also know that we got a website, jayasimha.in, where we offer lot of courses on memory, speed reading, public speaking, motivation, leadership skills, and how to build confidence. Lot of things which you are not learning in the school, we keep doing. So if you think that you can help some people in memorizing, in speed reading, in memory championship, or attending some interviews, group discussion, how to read resume, leadership skills, you want me to talk to your people, you can contact me on this number. And most importantly, anyone is trying to find a solution for your money problems, you can call me up. I will share a method that is working for me. Now you need to test and see whether it can work for you. If it works, you can always work. Why I'm telling? Somebody says, I'm feeling incomplete, I want to get married, so I found a good woman, I'm happily married. Looking at him, listening to his advice, you too got married, but the lady who had come, the man who had come right now, they're making you suffer. So you have to see whether to your personality and to the system that you are going to get into, is going to work for you. If yes, then you can do, because finally understand one thing, you are the architect of your own life. That's it. No one is ever responsible for other person's life. Don't ever blame your mom, dad, your teachers, society, government, your country. Never ever blame your region or religion. Doesn't really matter. It is your life. If the painting is not okay, it's the painter. It is his problem. If the song is not okay, it's the singer, his problem. If the book is not okay, it's the writer, my problem. If my speech is not okay, speaker, my problem. If the statue is not okay, it's the sculptor who is at fault. If the movie is not okay, it's the maker, director who is at fault. And if your life is not okay, it is your problem. If my life is not okay, it's my problem. When you take the responsibility that I want to make my life work, and as long as I'm there, I will take responsibility, and I need someone whose hand I can hold, right? Whose help I can take, right? Whose advice may make a difference. Then you have a mentor, you have a coach, you have a guide, and who can be there with you. And then I can share all my wisdom, all my life experiences, the system that is working for me, I can share with you, and then you can test and you can try. And if it's working, you too can become successful. If not, you can reject it. But knowing is one of the good quality. Anytime you know good, bad, right, wrong. Only when you know the hunger, the value of the food. Only when you are not able to sleep for 8 hours, then you know the value of sleep. Only when you don't have money, then you know the value of every second, every rupee. So you need to know the darkness to appreciate the light. So if you don't know the darkness, you can't. Only when you know the bad, then you can appreciate the good. Only you know the poverty, then you can appreciate the rich. Otherwise, not possible. So you and I have got every right to be prosperous, rich. So from today, stop hating rich people. Stop hating wealth. Fall in love with money and see how you can make money. And any one of you, even at the end of this video, you are still not convinced. You say, I don't need money. If you say, kindly make enough money, extra, give it to me. I need money. At least I will go on the next YouTube video and say that, now this lady, now this gentleman has made money. He doesn't require, such a great person is given to me. I will go and tell on YouTube. So without giving money to me, without making more than what you require. So don't ever make this statement saying that I don't need money. You simply tell that I can't make money. I am incapable of making money. I don't have that wherewithal. I don't have that knowledge. I don't have that power to make money. Now this you tell, I agree, and then I will tell you how you can learn new methodology, new structure. But without making money, don't ever sit there and keep on passing judgment of yours to people. So enough books you have read, right? Enough thing that you tried, and then you can try one more person, Jayasimha, right? So I look forward to being with all of you, and thank you so much for being with me. I know it's a long video, but I thought I should spend so much of time to understand, right? To make you understand, to change your mindset from poor man's thinking to rich man's thinking, right? So paisa, money, okay? This little 1 rupee, okay? Now these few rupees will make my life so much confident. Would you like to make it? Call me up. See you again. Until then, bye-bye. Love you all.